Vital. On baby, on Bible. Welcome to another episode. Oh man.
He want to show vocals off
I
today.
see. We showing vocals off today. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
You heard me, man.
No, that's not the start.
Episode. Yes,
No.
Yes, it is. It's staying.
No.
Yes, it is staying.
I miss you, hoes.
I miss you, ho. I miss. Oh, wait. No.
I'm talking to you, baby.
I miss you. I'm talking to you.
That song
That song is fire though.
Okay, that's enough. Demonetization into all that good stuff.
That's all right.
Hey man, miss you all. Okay. All right, welcome back to another episode of With the Guys. To my right is
James.
I'm Hokage Khalid. To my left,
Des.
Raider Kaizen, and we're back at it. Passing it off to our lovely editor, James and Chief.
The man with the curly.
Curly.
That is for me. How y'all been?
Good man.
Cool.
Good man. I've been out in the club lately. You know, give me a hug.
One of the better songs on that album. I'm not gonna lie.
definitely.
Hey, crying to Chanel go hard.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro.
It's all right. Yeah. Still had to listen to Drake though.
Nah, you don't need to, bro. It come out to
It's
you.
not
Yeah,
bad.
don't.
It's some songs on there that's good, but it's like
Like, if you're in the mood for it, just go ahead and jam it. But other than that,
I mean, it's gonna be it's very few days I'm in the mood
yeah.
for Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
very
legit.
few days.
You ain't
very few
you ain't
days.
you're not missing nothing at all, my man.
all right. But topic this week: difficult conversations. First thoughts on that?
Difficult conversations. Not wanting to step on nobody's toes, hurt feelings. That's what comes to mind.
Shit. Bones
Yeah.
Hill.
Difficult conversations, you gotta have them, and they only difficult if you disagree. But if you're actually there to get somewhere, they're not that difficult. They're just uncomfortable. But everybody likes the truth, so there's only one way to get it.
Do they like the truth?
I was about to say, not everybody likes the truth.
Hindsight, they do. They might not like it initially.
Yeah, but then it's your fault that you didn't push the issue harder.
True, very true. But you can almost say the truth and accountability runs neck and neck.
Mm.
Most people don't like accountability,
Heard.
therefore they don't like the truth.
Right.
Fair. It's very fair. But first post, should I go through with losing my virginity at 23? Thoughts?
23. That's a long time.
It took me to 25. So
I would say if you're debating, should I go through with it? No. And only because you're in like
I can make that happen.
full disclosure, I didn't wait till I was 23.
I don't think anybody in this room did.
But that
25.
being said, understanding the construct of marriage,
yep.
I understand why it's best to wait. Because the more bodies you have, you can't help it. And human nature wise, you have that moment where you reminisce, whether you admit that to anybody or not.
Soul ties, baby.
Whether you admit it to anybody
It's
or
a
not.
real
Once
thing.
once you
Why y'all think DMX listed all his girls in that song? It
Yeah.
was Brenda, Letitia,
Yeah.
Sean. What?
Yep, as dedicated he was to his wife, it was still all the rest.
Sean's pretty.
So I can understand why it is in the Bible for sure. Because even if it's just two people, you still got that other one that pops up.
How you being, big head?
It's a comparison.
Hey, big head. That's their
You
favorite.
remember that time?
No, I don't. What you
Oh,
want?
man.
All right.
So what's our scenario here?
So this one. So recently I met up with colleagues like I usually do after 7 p.m. We hang out, have a smoke, and talk about life. During the conversation, one of my colleagues brought up something unexpected. He asked me and other colleagues if we were interested in hooking up with Russian women. Apparently he has contacts who arrange it. At the time, both of us said yes and told him what's the price. Now,
Are they
here's
paying
where I'm
for
conflicted. I'm a 23-year-old virgin. A lot of people my age and even younger have already had sex, and honestly, it makes me feel like I'm falling behind. I really want to lose my virginity, but I'm not sure if going through with
You
this
about
is
to
the
pay
right
for
way to
it.
do it. On one hand, I feel it's about time I experience it, especially since I'm single and don't have a girlfriend right now. On the other hand, I'm wondering if I should wait for a more meaningful situation or relationship. What do you guys think? Should I go for it? Is it better to wait for the right moment? Any advice would be appreciated.
He about to pay for his first time.
Yeah, that's rough. I say no, bro. I'm gonna say that is not the way you want to do it.
Hey, bro, you done thug it off for so long, man. You might as well just
Yeah, just hold on
wait
to
for
that.
it, man.
Yeah, you might as well. You know, went this far, this long. Yeah, you might as well just camp it out, my boy. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, man, I waited till 25, but I ain't paid for it.
Like devil's
Especially if you're going- if you're
advocate,
going to
though.
pay, like that's crazy.
Devil's advocate, you are going to be dealing with the professional.
Yep.
So you might get hooked to her, and
That's
you pay
a
her.
fair point.
And your first time about to
That's-
be a foreigner.
Exactly.
Like that's the. I mean, she gonna have more patience because you're already gonna be like, yeah, it's my first time, so she gonna be like, that's cool. I'm on the clock anyway, so it ain't gonna be no hard feelings.
I
But
don't know though.
Do you
Because
want
she's
to
on
meet
the
your
clock
dip with
and
your
he's-
boss?
Because she's on the clock and he's a beginner though, she might run his pockets too though.
yeah, that's
well,
true.
technically, no, because his partner's the one arranging it. They gonna pay him like
They gonna pay
up
for it
front.
for him.
Yeah.
No. They asked him what the price is to get this done.
Oh,
His partner
he
wasn't
gotta pay
paying
for
for
it.
it. He's got to pay for it.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
I'm still gonna stick with that. I just don't
Yeah,
think
I
you
wouldn't
should
do that, my boy.
Not
I
that
say
way.
stick it out, and then I say don't ask no form for no advice on this. Do what's in your heart, man.
Yeah.
Do what's on your mind, bro.
It's more
Listen
so
to both of those things. Your heart and your mind. Your mind telling you, should I? But your heart's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't
you're
do
right.
it. Just
Mhm.
don't do it. Just stick it out. Let it happen on its own. The reason why I'm saying that is because you got to pay for it. I'm not gonna let you pay for it.
Bro, he about to marry her.
Exactly.
It's a
Like,
Russian
you know-
woman for his first time.
She gonna yeah.
He said,
You want me to dribble
if
your
the
boss?
right one's gonna be like, oh, nobody else. I'm the only one, and then that's it. It's a wrap because she know what she do.
That's like saying they Bulgarian.
And with that, we're gonna move on.
So the guy's rule: no, he needs to wait.
no, you need to wait.
Man, pay for it. Nah, I'm just playing. You need
Nah,
to wait, bro.
wait,
You need
bro.
to wait.
Don't pay for it. Just wait.
Wait for it.
All I'm gonna say is R. Kelly had a song about that, and look where it landed him.
Hey,
Just say it.
I love R. Kelly. Robert did it though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we know. Robert did that.
Robert did that one.
Okay, next post. Female boss touched me around my waist.
HR.
Right away.
Yep.
Case closed.
But as a dude, as a dude,
Hold on. No. Fuck all that. Get your money. As much as we get sued.
how fine is she?
That was my first question. That was my first question.
Wait.
No. HR. Get your money, get paid.
He lied.
If it
Well,
was me, I'm
did
getting
he-
my money.
the
I'm
question-
getting paid.
So the statement in the title, you definitely have to read it because it's
Yeah.
just saying that the boss touched him.
Yeah.
Which leaves a few questions. Did he enjoy the touch? Is he already peeped this chick? Like it's so many things now.
The fact that the female boss touched you around your waist,
You got motion.
nah, bro, you should. You should feel like a
So,
submissive.
That's a rough one right there.
You let her touch you. Yeah, let's see what's going
bro,
on.
he didn't know, bro. He said she was
I
behind
mean,
him, bro.
I was.
So
Bro, he was standing talking to somebody else. She probably just came around and just.
yeah, was it like an excuse?
That's
You
we don't know
touched
how
my
she
waist?
did it.
Yeah,
She could've-
that's what I'm saying. It depends on how.
See you at dinner at 8.
Yeah, like when you rocking a fitted shirt and you got the muffin thing going, and she's like, "Hey, man, what's going on over here?" Like,
Tuck this in.
yeah,
You'll never wear this at work.
It's a short post, so somebody want to do the honors.
So I went to a work dinner party and my female boss touched me on my upper arm. No biggie. But then immediately around my side, waist, hip / abs area, when she walked behind me, there was plenty of space for her to get around me. So it's not like she was trying to direct me out of the way. Granted, she can be a little touchy with other people. first red flag. He's a repeat offender. But it's usually a light shoulder arm tap when laughing. Her hands lingered a bit with me, though. Kind of felt sensual in a way, or maybe I'm overthinking it. She has a history of touching me before, but not that low.
Oh, she getting to the.
I'm not uncomfortable by it, but just unsure what to think of it. We're also about the same age.
Trying to get third base.
I think he reaching.
Yeah.
She handsy with other people.
Yeah.
And
Just
yeah,
from reading that
this is
portion,
what
I
I'm talking. That back your mind. Like he's already thought about the possibility. Could it be something there? So now you contemplate what she's doing. So either ask the question or chill. But right now, I think you're reaching.
She rubbed the abs.
But it was like side, like
okay, I got you.
yeah. As she went by,
Or she could.
so she put the hand on the arm and then
If you're gonna be scared and not go to HR, what you need to do is like next time it happens, you like, all right, now your hands getting a little low.
like you
Like,
gotta definitely
watch
hey,
that. And just see what
acknowledge
she say.
Gonna mess around, get.
Taken from my personal experience, she's not grabbing your thigh.
Right.
Why are you questioning?
Oh, you got your thigh grab? Oh, you frisky, man.
You remember that that time we was at that? Yeah, and I ignored the hell out of it. Yeah. So moving on. No,
Oh,
no, that's not what I'm talking about. Moving on. Next post. Am I the a-hole for telling my wife to stop treating her sister badly after she confessed she has feelings for me?
I wouldn't have to read this one.
yeah.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
I don't even have to read the rest of it. Just title alone. No, you don't.
Mm-mm.
So we're skipping it. Everybody already in agreement?
Yeah,
Nope.
you're not the well, like it's just at that point you family and you like, hey, don't do it like that. Like it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
If you uncomfortable, you and her need to hash that out, but you need to stop treating it like that.
Mhm.
Like that's just not good family relationship. Like you can't do that. It's
Yeah.
always gonna be
I
tension.
can't help that I look like this.
That's essentially. And so y'all two need to figure it out. But I'm with you. So either you comfortable with me being with you, or that's something you got to figure out also.
We're just gonna point out that that's the man with the contract and the ring. So take his word for gospel.
I've been married
Yep.
for 17 years. Same woman. This year going on 22. So yeah, it's been some conversations.
Yeah, that's that commercial, y'all. Sister come into the room while you playing the game. Oh, I can't. I'll be right back.
The twin, yeah.
Hey,
The
you
twin,
passed.
The twin, yeah.
It's crazy.
You passed, man. I knew you was
I
loyal.
Oh, he went downstairs to get the car. Yeah.
I passed. Yeah, I passed.
Moral of the story. All right, since we get that one, next
Okay.
one. My wife hid that she has an adult video addiction. Thoughts?
Corn. Watching corn is crazy.
I mean,
What does she mean? What does he mean by an addict? Like,
Yeah.
gotta have it, can't function without it? That's an addict. But if she frequently watches it and
no, like every day.
like every day,
Addict is like every day.
that was like my neighbor though.
Like lunch break.
Tom the fuck what?
Yeah, when I was in college, my neighbor, like literally across, when I come out my door, they were a couple of days, and his girl was like that. Like he put up a projector and everything because this is my girl. You know, I walk in and she just in it just.
Wow.
That's what she did. She just
Amazing.
watched it. If it makes you uncomfortable, it's gonna be a problem for a relationship.
Can we try that next?
So it's one of those if you can't beat it, join it, or you just gotta find another girl.
Oh,
But
man.
she shouldn't feel like she should have to hide it from you. If that's the part that makes that whole thing shape. Like if you're gonna be together and she gotta hide something from you, you shouldn't be with her.
Maybe he insecure.
It could be that. Because it depends on what type she's watching. No, it could be that if she's watching a particular type, then yeah, absolutely.
Two guys, one girl. Like this is what you like.
See.
That's exactly what he's thinking. Like, is this what she like? This is crazy. Like, this is nothing like me.
Like, what kind are you watching?
Man, that's a long one. It's a 2-page on that one?
This is a two-parter.
Yeah, but no, and she was cool, and I used to hang out with her all the time. Me and her be talking about school or whatever else, and Playboy Channel just going in the background. She watched that stuff like cartoons.
Playboy
What if this is the
Channel.
girl that you met in college? And her
It might
husband-
be because she was good with it. Now, even when I went over there, now the crazy part, she was extremely modest. Like if you saw her anywhere, you wouldn't think anything of it. If you went to her house, you wouldn't think anything of it because just the way she dressed and carried herself. But that's what she did.
that brain was corrupt.
That's just what he was happy with whatever was going on.
Of course he was.
He was very happy.
She was a deviant.
Yeah, he was
And
very
he
happy.
yeah.
But he also embraced like, you know, like, look, I get it. This is what you do. Like, all right. And so she was good. He was good. She was good. So he just needs to have a conversation and explain to the wife, like, you ain't got to hide it. Like, it's okay. Because it in Ecclesiastics in the Bible, it talks about the only time a husband and wife are separate or when they agree. Other than that, your body is mine, my body is yours. Because the streets are watching. It doesn't say it verbatim like that, but that's the gist.
Yep.
If you want to know about Ecclesiastic, is hard. When it comes to marriage and the guidelines, it's clearly written out, and it says there, like, if we both agree on it, this is our marriage, and this is what we do. But if the two don't agree, then that needs to be resolved because the streets are watching. But do not deny each other any wish unless it's agreed upon. Marriage gets deep. That's what this generation doesn't. They don't get that side of the class.
Yep.
I will agree to that when it comes to the emotional stuff. Financially though, no, it's gonna be some denial.
Just read Ecclesiastic. I'm just telling you, the rule book is there.
Yeah, that's all. Not yeah. It's gonna be some denial. It's gonna be some denial when it comes to financial stuff.
If you can't share your finances with that person,
That's not what I'm talking
don't
about.
marry that person. Don't.
But go ahead, take it away.
Hey. Okay, so this is going to be long. We know. I'm sorry, but there's a lot. I'm just telling you, from the beginning of this, he needs to go ahead and just let this ride. But we'll continue. I'm a 26-year-old male. I've been with my wife, 25, since the 7th grade, 13 years. We've been married for 1 year now. I've been married longer than 1 year. You just didn't know it.
Yep.
Throughout our entire relationship, she made it clear that she viewed porn and masturbation as cheating. But wait, there's more.
Oh, wow.
I tried to change her mind on the subject for years, quite a long time. I don't know why I put that in there, but okay. She eventually told me that if I don't agree, then we need to split up because it meant that much to her. Projection. Many times in a relationship, what the other person has a problem with is a projection. Sidebar. So if they have a problem with you cheating, 9 times out of 10, it's because either they have or they are, or they're planning to cheat. That's just the way that goes.
Hey, give me y'all game.
Okay, so continuing on. So I
I had to
abstained.
think. What is he? Oh,
Snaps to that. Snaps to that. All right. So I abstained. She also started saying that nudity on TV was porn. Oh, she was going all the way in. Therefore, also cheating. So I policed myself on my old eyes. Mess with me. I'm going to have to go to driving school after this one. So I policed myself on what was acceptable to watch. This went on for years. I mean, at least 8 years, if not more. I tried to respect her decision and abstain from anything that would upset her. Problem because you changed yourself, not willingly. Another issue in the relationship, but there you go. I found out a few months before we were slated to be married, that she was talking with one of her friends about how hot other guys were, essentially. I confirmed with her about it. She said that she had never meant it in that way, but it is what it is. That was the only thing she was hiding from me, so she says. Then I found out that she was reading smutty books. I confronted her about it because she was reading porn. This was the thing. It was written porn instead of visual porn. Wait a second. It was written porn instead of visual porn.
Yeah, them little sex books.
Smut books.
Those are crazy books, by the way.
Okay. But that's a different kind of, well,
Hey, a smut book.
The reason why I say to that part is because when you get into the psyche, it's a different level of arousal she was looking for. So she's more of an intellectual type than it is. It is a different type.
Because if you read it and you just visualize it,
right, it's left to her
it's a crazy aspect.
It's left.
It's the same. It's two sides of the same coin. A woman loves words, so she would be therefore more apt to reading it. Dudes are visual; we'd be more apt to seeing it. Two sides of the same coin.
I feel that,
but
as a person that read some books like that,
so have I.
Your imagination goes crazy, like.
Mm-hmm. So and that's why I say that's another issue between them.
You missing out.
So she says that reading these books was never about sex, only that she liked the stories. Then I found out that she created a TikTok account dedicated to these books, where she posted multiple videos raving about the guys.
Sorry.
Raving about the guys in these books, including one that said, "My crush doesn't even exist," which is why I said it has an effect on the psyche. It does.
Mm-hmm.
And upheld a smutty book. I confirmed with her. She said it, and she said it was only for clout. Now we can stop this right now. They didn't break up. Court's adjourned. They've been together so long. She's used to him. He's not exciting to her.
Yep.
So she reads these books and all the things that these guys are quote unquote doing in the books, and now her imagination runs wild. So she's growing apart but not telling him.
Yep.
So her
she's
rule
fantasizing about the guys in the books.
Her rule was her own projection of what she didn't want him to do that she was already doing.
And what it's gonna turn into is she's gonna run into that one dude who kind of favors who she's been picturing in the books one day, and gravitate directly towards him, and then boom, it's over.
Yep.
Years of marriage and a relationship,
and it's all because she was already one foot out.
Yep.
Oh, but wait, there's more. See what that last line says down there?
So then I found out
what she views as cheating.
I was right. Nope.
Then I found out that she was pleasuring herself. I confronted her, and she was pleasuring herself to the books, mind you. I confronted her, and she said it's only the actions. What that even mean? It had nothing to do with the actual guys or anything. She said she only liked the stories, but yet was masturbating to it, which was, in her views, cheating. Which is why what I said. It's all a projection.
Yep.
When y'all got this page.
I then found out that she was also watching and masturbating to porn, which, mind you, I don't think I'd have any issue with it if I wasn't brainwashed as a child by her. That porn and masturbation were cheating, quote unquote. So I confronted her, and she said I wasn't giving her what she needed. Back to what you said. Before I made it a point to make sure, I asked her what she needed. If she was finished, if it was good enough, she always said yes, she was done, but that wasn't true. She waited for me to go to the bathroom each night to finish on her own. Boy, that's a cold world. I would have happily stayed if she told me she wasn't done, but she never gave me that opportunity. You should know, my boy, if we're going to be honest here.
You're not in here.
Yeah. Now I have a ridiculous amount of self-esteem issues, and she refuses to admit that she cheated on me. Even though that was her own definition of cheating, whether that's what the world thinks or not, that was the boundary she created, the line that she drew. And I tried to respect that for her. She promised to work with me through the healing process, answer questions, providing reassurance, working with a counselor, etc. and this is probably the toxic side of me, but you sound like a woman right now, my boy.
A little bit.
Which is why
I was thinking
still
that a
decided
little
to
bit.
marry her. So now that we're married, she refuses to do any work instead. Well, she refuses to do any work. Instead, she went on a smear campaign with my name,
Yikes.
making everyone in her circle think that I'm abusive for being shattered by this. She's convincing everyone that I'm controlling by expecting her to respect the boundaries that she drew. She's turned everyone against me. I still want to believe that she loves me, but she blames me for wanting to fight. Anytime I bring up my feelings or ask for clarification or ask for questions to be answered, she blames me for drilling her with questions. Well, you wasn't drilling her right, actually.
That part.
So, yeah, my bad, y'all. She lied to me forever, and then after I learned the truth, she still lied to me and gaslit me into thinking that I was crazy and needed to be medicated for being hurt by her infidelity by her own definition. Am I the asshole or am I overreacting? I feel
Alright.
crazy. She's defeating me, and I don't know what to do. You need to leave. That's the first thing you need to do. He needs to leave. And that's just my opinion on it. You need to leave. You need to get your balls back. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
When I say get your balls back, like
He
He keeps
keeps-
fucking find them.
Yeah,
like,
he keeps
you need to
circling
die.
back to.
Here's the thing: like he lost them when they were kids because they've been together since they was kids, right?
And
So-
she made this rule when they were kids.
so yeah,
Clearly
like,
in
you
high
need-
school.
You need to read. You need to talk to our boy with the Russian girl that is gonna pay for it. You need to go get taught on all of that. That's what you need to go do.
I would say this, and this puts a whole nother twist on it. If she's refusing to give it up, and this is how she is aroused, and you are that in love with her, find a book that she loves and ask her if you can read the book to her.
I was just about to say that. That solves your problem right there, bro.
And if she tells you, no, I don't want you reading the book to me,
Yeah.
okay, so how can we make this work between us if we're going to be together? Because by definition,
It would be too much pride in a way at that point.
by definition, it is not physically cheating. It's mentally, which, and I'm very old school. If you cheated, you cheated. There, the whole emotional cheating and mentally cheating, and you cheated online. Damn all that. Like, forget that. If you're being an adulterer, if you are just checked out on the relationship and you're checked in with somebody else completely, you're cheating. Like, that's what it is. If you can no longer be open with your partner and you got to hide things from them and you only want to share it with that other person, that would be defined as cheating. But if you're being open and honest with your partner and they just choose not to accept what you're bringing or giving them, then you can't keep accusing somebody of cheating who's being open and honest with you at that point.
True.
You can only cheat if you're playing a game. If you're not playing a game, by definition, you're not cheating. The whole premise of cheating is to win the game, to pass the test.
Yep.
That's why you cheat, so you can get ahead. So if you're going to actually go through with this, if he's going to be together, which it doesn't sound like they should be because he's whining at this point.
Change that word one to the one that starts with a B.
Itching. He got a serious itch problem.
Yeah, he is. And he's playing, right now he's being the victim. If she said she's good with it and you're good with it, then hey, if you're good with it, then that means the street can go both ways, right?
Fuck with everybody.
That would be my point right there.
I'm just saying.
It ain't nothing that could that.
Yeah, it's like you all are married at this point. You're saying
Let's get it
everybody's
over with,
against
man.
me. She's doing that. You're playing the victim. Because I guarantee you the people around her don't really care, but they want to see you stop whining and walking around with the attitude,
And
which
they
you're clearly
probably
doing.
Know, they probably know the whole story. They probably know how she is. They probably just like, when is he going to just?
No, they could probably thinking like, if he loves you, why is he worried about this? Like, you all, I'm sure, have been in the same space together, and they see her having a great time, and you walk around with attitude, and they're like, "What's his deal?" Oh yeah, I'll tell you about it later. Well, now that you're obligated to tell,
Man, bring her fantasies to life.
that's
That's all I
it.
gotta say.
That's it. It's that simple. What are you lacking? And if we're gonna make this work,
Play into
How
her
do we make it
fantasy,
work?
my boy. Because the way them books be described.
but no,
bro,
when
they
we
go
were in
into
high
detail.
school,
They go with
They go into detail, bro.
but he's so stuck on when we were in high school, she
I'm
made
lost,
this
man.
rule.
I'm gonna
Look.
give me a book, man.
just get you one.
They go into detail, bro. It's like you there.
He said it's like you did. But it is. It's a different reading the book's a different type of arousal.
It is. It is.
Because some people physically, visually, some people just it's not gonna do it for them.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, boys over here reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Nah. Same sex.
That's a
brothers.
great topic, though. How many females talked about 50 Shades of Grey and how you gotta read it? But then when the movie came out, it was like, what?
Mhm.
But they still rave about how good the books were. They're like, the movie didn't show you everything. It didn't tell you everything.
That's because just like the books probably go into much greater detail.
The books go into detail.
Well, then the book is also, as he said, in your mind.
Yeah.
Well,
So
and then-
you create the reality.
Yep, you are.
And then here's the other thing. That movie also had to be mainstream, which means they couldn't show in greater detail what was being described in the books because it had to be suitable because, some irresponsible parents were still going to take their children to see that movie.
It's true. They were.
And technically, you can't show adult movies in a theater like that.
Yeah.
So, but I think the general consensus is you need to find your boss first and foremost. And if you're going to stay in the marriage, you need to set the ground rule that if this is going to be acceptable on your end, don't complain about my end.
Mm-hmm.
And like he said, go find a book where one of the main characters literally is pretty spot on a description of you and make that book come to life.
Yep. Play the game.
I wanna be your
If she cheating, play the game.
I like your ass. The hook face down. That's the one.
Okay, not that much more. Okay, next topic.
Oh, hell no.
Would I be the a-hole for telling my husband's brother that his wife is cheating on him with my husband?
I'm like, no. Next.
man.
No.
Y'all think she should just mind her business?
Well, clearly she doesn't want to.
Yeah.
Hey, it's family meeting time.
Man,
Let's not do this on a holiday, though.
It's just crazy.
That's
man.
what is going to happen, too.
Like I had a homie, man. He said his girl went through his phone and she was like, "You gotta go to the friends' messages. The friends tell each other everything."
Group chats.
So she went to his message, and she didn't catch nothing that he said or told the homie, but she caught things on the homie of a friend that she knew, and she kept saying like, "I'm gonna tell her," and then I think that my homie was like, "Nah, don't tell her. Like you shouldn't tell her. It's not your place to tell her." And I think they was just boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. But like she ended up telling her, and she looked stupid because they stayed together. So,
Like I said, this is just an open discussion. I mean, unfortunately, I say unfortunately, but it may not be for some people. Swinging is a thing.
It is.
True.
So this seems like a lopsided. This seems like a lopsided swinging relationship. Honestly, what messes up most relationships though is people not being honest.
True. But you know what? I think we're gonna skip this one because just the title alone sparked that discussion, and I think we're all in general consensus that she wants to tell him. She's more likely gonna tell him.
yeah.
She should.
It's just
I think it should be everybody. All four.
Yep. Let's sit down. Let's go have a
Let's
main
go-
event night. Let's go to Dave and Buster's.
Let's
guys.
go ahead and just
Let's
talk
go get
about
some
what
food,
I
some
already
drinks.
know, whether y'all disagree about it or not.
Let's get some food
Hey.
and drinks.
Hey, Tom, this is what's going on, okay? This is what they're doing.
I hope you're enjoying your steak though. Like this
Yeah.
is what's going on.
enjoy your steak.
This is what's going on. Figured, in case we have some uncle, brother, or sister, cousins going on, this is what's up.
Stacy's fucking Tom.
Yeah, straight
I
up.
mean, I get that, but I wouldn't go with in that circle for me. I gotta be petty. I'm going to get your best friend that has always liked me, and she told you she liked me, but you was being jealous about it.
Diabolical.
That's gonna
right
cut a little bit deeper.
there. That's diabolical right there.
Why you gotta cut him though? You're not winning though.
Huh?
Because
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
I don't know who hurt this man.
But see,
he got
here's
something going on right
the
now.
deal is then you got to deal with the argument. Well, you did blah blah. Well, I only did it because
Do you see what that says? My husband's brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sibling thing that they trying to mess up.
I know.
I'm gonna mess up your friendship. You ain't gonna fuck with my brother and think your friendship is face. What the fuck you talking about? I will die on that hill. I will stand alone.
He's so stand alone.
God damn it.
I'm more of the kill him with kindness. I know what you did. That's great.
Nope.
I'm finna go over here and have the best rest of my
Be
life.
scared of that guy right there. A person that says I'm gonna kill you with kindness.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have a blast.
That's gonna hurt you.
And
for
that
the rest
torture
of your life.
it's gonna be on you.
It's gonna hurt you for the rest of your life.
It's definitely gonna hurt you.
But the next one will be treated just as or not just as good or better than you were, and you'll have to eat that crow every time you see them smiling.
Yep.
Y'all have known the Ward family for a while. We got a short fuse. We gonna flame on real quick. Fuck all that Toma Conda stuff. That can come later.
That
can come later.
No, it's just that slow drip.
But in place of that, we're gonna do this moral dilemma.
Should my mom tell her best friend his wife plans to take him for all he has in blindsiding a divorce?
I'm gonna read that again. Should my mom tell her best friend his wife plans to take him for all he has in a divorce? He can't stop that.
He can't.
There's nothing he can do.
She
You
already
can tell him all you want to.
She already full-fledged.
If the court rules in that direction, there's nothing he can do.
That's not true.
There's not much he can do.
There's a lot you can do.
Well, I'm just saying,
if you know that it's coming and have enough time to properly plan, there's a lot.
What, make her head hit the concrete?
Nope.
Oh.
Why is it always unaliving somebody?
It's like, yeah, like wow.
But no, I've seen quite a few videos of what some men will do if they know this is coming.
Bro, did y'all see that? I'm sorry to cut this off, but it was an article. It was on the news. So this dude in California hired some like hitman to like rob his wife. She was getting out the what was it called? The G-Wagon in the front of this little restaurant she just finished eating in. And the dude pulls out with a silencer on the pistol, tries to rob her. She starts swinging on the dude with the pistol. I'm like, oh, she crazy.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, once he get his hand free, that's she like, oh damn. She turned around and started running. He kills her. They found out that the dude worked for some construction company that was the cousin's foreman for this construction company who was doing business with the husband. And that's how they found out it was the husband who hired those string of people to kill his wife because they was going through a divorce.
See, he fucked up. He should have had to come to the construction site.
What it say in the movie? He didn't hire somebody from out of town. That's what happened.
What's wrong with y'all?
I mean,
what's wrong with y'all?
I mean,
look, you know this is recorded, right?
It's a construction site.
You know it's recorded, right?
I ain't never gonna do it, but it's
I just watch a lot of movies.
If you want to get rid of something, I mean, if a skyscraper's being built, that's a 16-ton pylon of concrete. Ain't nothing finna dig that up without tens of thousands of dollars.
Like in that show, The Punisher, bro. Killed that dude on the construction site, had him in the cement.
Mm-hmm. Ain't never gonna be found.
Great Wall of China is a huge testament to
Oh,
that one.
man.
Okay.
They built to keep something out.
But I see the wife is like, hey, I could give him a heads up because he doesn't know that she's about to divorce him. I should probably tell him, hey, get ready, put your ducks in a row.
For your life to be messed up, my boy.
Because she finna try to turn you upside down.
Yeah.
Which I would say, on her case, kudos. You're looking out for the guy. But then again, we don't know why they're divorcing.
Yep. That was the next
We
part.
don't know why they're divorcing.
That was
But
the next part.
I've seen plenty of videos. One of the quickest ways you can avoid being taken for all you got
Just kill him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What?
No.
Ramon.
No. Instead of having all of your assets in your name, transfer them to your parents' name. They can't take what's in your parents' name. They can only take what you have collectively.
Like the soccer player did. He really had millions in his mom's name.
Properties and all. That's
Wife-
in his mom's name. It's not in his name. What
Wife
does
knew
he
she was
own?
finna hit a lick. Yeah, she sure did. Licked herself right out the door on that street.
Also, this is recent. So, this one starts off. So, I don't know all the details, but I know what I've heard myself from the wife in question. I have no idea if she freaking spread it, but honestly, I don't care. So this is being told by the daughter of the woman who was telling the dude.
Okay.
I just went on a road trip recently with my mom and the wife of one of my friends right in the beginning of December of 2024. The whole ride, this woman would not shut up. It was about a 13 to 14-hour drive that we took, and I'm not exaggerating. My friend and I both worked night shifts, so we just got done with shift before we went on our trip. So we're tired, and this lady won't stop talking, and she knew we hadn't slept, even though we said to her, "Hey, we're trying to sleep, so can we take over? So can we take over driving?" Needless to say, in an awful ride, she kept making comments about her husband that her husband likes to do things and wants to celebrate little things, that she thinks he's stupid and tells him that I don't like it, yet he still gets me stupid little things. She says something about how she can't wait to leave him and that he's never home. I wouldn't want to be there either, considering that one son, age still 29, still lives at home and is violent, suicidal, etc., and thinks that it's just time to not put him in the psych ward. This lady has nothing nice to say about her husband. So, first thoughts on the character of this lady.
She's definitely done.
She checked out.
13, 14 hours of talking
That's
about him
crazy.
the whole way? That's wild.
That might be why he's not home though.
She talked to them. But
It might be.
Man, what?
But she said it has his son, which means it's not her son at the house.
so she a stepmom.
So she's the stepmom.
And you gonna try and divorce him and take him? Oh, women ain't.
Yeah, but see,
Damn.
in this one, I don't know if I can completely trust that that's just the reason he's not home.
No, he might be just working.
Because he's celebrating stupid little things.
But people do that when they're absent, though. It's like parents who work all the time, and every time they say, "Here, let me get you a game. Here, let's go eat. Here, you want to go to McDonald's? Let's go to McDonald's. Here, you want to go here? Let's go here." And then they're gone for long periods of time. And then when they get back, the kids are like, "Can I get a football? Sure, let's get you a football." It's like all those little bit, like, "I'm here. Let's get you what you want." And to the person who's there, they're like, "I really just want you here." The other stuff is fun and we're doing it, but I'm just doing that because you're not usually here. At least I can get something. But in her case, she's old enough and mature enough to realize that I don't want the little stuff. I want you here. Got me in this house with this psychopath who's suicidal. Because while he's gone, that's where she is.
Yep.
Because the son still lives at the house.
This is her son. Yeah, that's her son.
That's her son?
That's her son.
Oh, okay. Well, it makes it well. Then it's not son. I was gonna say something.
Say it.
Stop.
Say it.
We don't know the demographic of this couple, but you know what it sounds like. Say it. Just a thought.
Okay, I won't say it, so I don't have to edit it out later.
Just politely say, possibly, more than likely, melanin deficient.
That's a great way to put that. Melanin challenged.
No, ain't a challenge. Deficient. You're lacking. You don't have it, and you can't get it.
Well, story continues. My mom knew the husband before she met the wife. I met him before myself, and he's a really nice guy. Of course, we don't know what goes on between them, but she's been divorced 2 times before this and currently has a lawsuit out against the place she used to work for and is getting money from it.
Oh, so she worked hard at suing people. Okay.
Yeah.
On this whole trip, she contradicted herself multiple times. She would see something romantic and say, "Oh, he'll never do that kind of stuff for me or that stuff with me. He's such a stick in the mud," when he quite literally has done everything and all kinds of stuff like that, but you shut it down. Whenever someone would talk, she would talk over you, and then I was particularly upset on the way home. She had the audacity to talk over me while I was talking to my mom about her son's problem and how they're worse than mine. I almost opened the door to the car myself to let myself tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll is crazy.
This is right.
Yeah.
And still, all she could do was talk more shit on her husband and talk about taking all his money and using that money to pay for the little things. Men.
What the hell is little?
So, men.
Oh.
Makes my assumption more correct.
So now the dilemma is, does my mom say anything to him or let the cards fall how they may? Because if it were me, I would say something, because what the fuck did you marry this guy for? It wasn't for love,
It wasn't for better or worse.
But yeah, I would let mom know to go ahead and give him a heads up, especially because the relationship was there prior to them meeting.
Yep. Or tuck and roll. No.
Tuck
and roll.
Yes.
And it doesn't say how close they were to home either. She was just willing to get out.
Risk it all for a few moments of peace.
Imagine if they argue.
Bruh.
But yeah, mom should tell him, hey, here's the situation. You already know she's twice removed from 2 marriages. She's planning on making you number 3. You need to go ahead and set up your safety net now.
I even heard her say on the bus, 3rd time's the charm. Cha-ching.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should go.
Let's sprinkle a little. There you go. A little sprinkle on
Make sure
that.
he get out of there.
And say, and don't have this conversation with her prior to,
Ka-chow.
because that's just gonna mess you up.
We can work this out.
Now, does mom have any? And she's saying her mom. I'm guessing, is her mom or dad married? Because it could turn into the manipulative one, the current wife. She just wants you, blah blah blah, that whole deal.
That's why it's a difficult conversation.
That's not difficult.
It's not difficult on this.
I spent 14 hours in the car listening to this lady trash you. I'm gonna tell him myself, man.
That's not where the difficult part is. The difficult
14
part
hours
is
straight is
dealing
crazy.
with just the situation you were just saying.
Yeah.
And as dude, you now have to sift through everything these women around you are telling you.
I mean, and this is just my opinion on it. I don't think it would be nothing like hard to do, because at the end of the day, like, all I'm gonna do is change my assets to my mom's name just in case. Silently. She's never gonna know that I did it.
You don't have to say it silently.
No, I'm just saying, like, in this, for this dude
In
here,
this
he's
situation?
asking for what to do. Like, you just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Move all your assets to your mom's name. You're good to go. You clear. You covered on that end. And then if she comes up with the goddamn lawsuit, like she said, oh, my homegirl was right.
Or
create
a family trust. Because the trust, well, the thing is, even though you're married, she can't touch the trust without the other people. So that means not only will you have a court, but then you'll have the people in the trust that say, okay, she's allotted this amount. Or we agree or we disagree. That way it becomes a collective settlement, not just she does what she wants.
Yeah.
It's not 1 and 2.
But 13, 14 hours, I think we passed the.
Oh, man, I'm telling you.
The trust fund. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'd have rolled the windows down on that lady.
She didn't crack the God level rap for me. No love. 13 hours in front of her kids.
Mm-hmm.
My friend's kids. Nah, I'm out.
Cause yeah, it was just a girl trip. It was the daughter, her friend, her mom, and then the mom's friend.
You have me in the group chat in real time. Shit.
Now, yeah, protect your assets and get the hell out.
Yep, agreed.
But that was it for
And I
that
love
one.
protecting the masses.
You motherfucking right.
You like this?
But I would, once this grows to a certain point, you know I'm protecting y'all's assets too, which means if y'all get married as part of this company, they gotta sign some documentation. They ain't coming at shit that's getting built.
I say not really. The company won't have anything to do with them. Even if you get married.
Y'all don't
Tell that to a logic.
This isn't
Y'all gotta put
California.
my name on it.
Huh?
Y'all gotta put my name on it.
This isn't California, sir.
Y'all just pay me on the table. I'm just a guest.
They don't do it like that out here.
I'm fully aware.
It ain't like, we was on
But
the Rams and then they shoot, one player and the Rams got to pay up. It don't work that way.
we just gonna do some CYA measures, okay?
Hey, cut it off.
Anybody got anything else they want to add? Because that was all for that one.
Nah, I'm good. Hard conversation. We can end it on this. Conversation is only hard if you're not being honest. That's the only thing that makes difficult conversations difficult. Is somebody's not being honest. Everybody's being honest and respectful, trying to get to a point. It's not a difficult conversation. So the question is, how hard is it for you or that person you're talking to be honest? And then you know how the conversation goes after.
Also, don't be a battle rapper. Listen to listen. Don't listen to respond.
I like it.
Curiosity kills the cat. Lying gets you.
What? My name's James.
Kage Khalid.
Yes.
Rated Kaizen.
Like, comment, subscribe. Tune in next time.